And the way that it came to me with I love watching sci-fi and all that kind of stuff. So I kind of see it this way, that God has a secretly encoded message that he has embedded within you. That while he was forming you and fashioning you, he also kind of threw in some messages and coding there about what he wants to do with you. Last thing is devotion. Anyone can be devoted to their own success. In fact, a lot of people are. But when I use the word devotion, I'm not talking about just doing whatever it takes for you to be successful. I'm talking about being dedicated to God and to God's success in my life. You know, pastors can't pray to make these things happen. I'll close with this final This may sound real strange to hear a pastor say this, but I must be honest with you. When it comes to what God has imparted into us, I've prayed for many people standing up in what they used to call the altar or the front section of the church. And I've had people say, Pastor, pray for me that I'll be more disciplined. Pastor, pray for me that I'll be more diligent. Pastor, pray for me that I'll be more devoted. Pastor can't pray to them. Those are all choice. All of that has to do with choice, decision. Pastors, lay your hands up on me and zap me with the unction to function. And some of you may come from the church backgrounds where they did a lot of that. I'm not opposed to laying hands and praying for people. Not at all. And I'm not making fun of it, but it gives the impression that it's going to take some external force to come up on me to give me what I need in order to make these decisions and to make these choices. But this isn't an external force. This isn't something coming from the outside to come up on us and make us do. First of all, God said these things are already been fashioned for you. They're already a part of you. It's already in you. What I can do as a pastor is join with you in praying and binding the forces of the enemy that are attacking you and that are coming up against you. I can join with you in agreement on that. But even after the enemy is driven off and the enemy is beaten back, and even after, this may sound strange, even after the money gets in place and the job comes and the income is steady, and even after God heals relationships and things are going smooth. You know what? This is one of the most disappointing things I discovered about myself. Because we came to that point. Remember those days in St. Louis? We had a great salary, great income, on staff at the church, housing allowance, bills paid, money left over every month, great marriage relationship. You know what? Still, the same old thing in my flesh that don't want to. I don't feel like it. So you mean to tell me, Pastor, even if you get all of those prayers answered, you still feel like that? Yes. Because the Bible says the flesh is at enmity against the spirit. I always thought that if God would take care of all these other needs, then I'd have the willingness to serve him. Not true. God can take care of everything. Pastor Chris, how can you say that? Because that's what happened in the beginning with Adam and Eve. All their needs met. Just think about it. All needs met. Not a care or worry in the world. And yet the serpent was able to deceive the woman, and the man willfully disobeyed. So it's not a matter of if all my needs met, then I can serve the Lord. Nope. It still comes down to the same thing that it's always been from the beginning. Choice. I was fearfully, wonderfully made. I was encoded with all of my days, with your plans and purpose fashioned for me. But now I must make the decision. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. I abandon myself to you. I don't know all of why this word has been so important. I only know that the Lord told me to come and tell you he put a dream within you and he wants you to unlock it. And one of the main keys for unlocking the dream that God has within you, what he's embedded in you, what's been encoded in you and me, is for us to say, yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.